Hey guys and girls, welcome back to the show. And today, oh god, I just kind of had brain fade there when I just pressed record here. I don't know where to start with this one. I really don't. It's been a very, very weird week here on social media world. In the last, 3 days, somebody has said to me that I should go dancing on TikTok to make myself famous. Duck lips and twerking is sexy and cool. Okay. As normal here, guys, I'm going to do my very best today to try and justify this. You know, maybe there is something to this. You know, maybe there is. I'm still trying to find out the reasons why. It's hard to figure out the reasons why, I'm going to be honest with you. Very hard. But let's start with, you know what? Fuck it, let's start with the dancing on TikTok. So this is even worse. It's a guy texting me. Alright? Like, we all know that when you go to a nightclub or a bar, normally the people that get on the dance floor first are women, right? We all know this. So, if any gender's into dancing first, it's the ladies. So, you know, I would just assume when I saw the email, I actually went, okay, and I was automatically thinking it's a lady because of that idea in my head. And I used to be a DJ, guys, so I know that if you get the women on the dance floor, the guys will follow. And it's always the women that come on the dance floor first. Always. So that was in my head, right? So basically, I read the email. Hey, Peter, you know, I'm watching your social media and you've got 30,000 followers on TikTok. This is where the person's watching me. You know, that's not a bad following, but like I basically shortened it on the video I put out to social media, but still, this is the full email. And basically, you should start dancing on TikTok. I definitely think it'll get you famous. Really? Dancing on TikTok? Isn't that for fucking 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds? And even if I wanted to, aren't we over that shit yet? I have never, ever, once in my life, in the last few years, logged onto TikTok, looked at a video of somebody dancing, and actually was impressed. Not once. In fact, every single time I scroll instantly past the person, straight away. There is no there's nothing, there's no meaning behind it, there's no point to dancing. And besides, even if there was, let's say it's the most unbelievable thing that a human being can do, there's the other point, everyone's copying the other person. So it's not original. Like, you'd appreciate at least if it was original and there was these ultimate, out of this world, Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber quality dancers that were doing this stuff. And they were just out of this world, right? Yeah, maybe, you know, you'd forgive that maybe. But I have not seen one yet. And where are we resorting to this kind of level of dancing on TikTok? Jesus. You know, this is like 10 years ago, the Big Brother. Remember Big Brother? It was kind of the first reality TV program. Everybody just sits in the house for 3 months and they just talk shit and we're all watching it. I gotta admit, I started getting hooked on Big Brother for 1 year. I did. And then I realized, what the fuck am I doing? But not once have I got addicted to TikTok watching dances or some... Well, I don't even know. I don't even know if I can fucking carry on with this one. But no, guys. I think we can try and do better than dancing. Can't we? And like, there's people out there that have got millions of followers. And you should read some of the comments. And I have read some of the comments before I scrolled so fucking quick. Like, some of the comments are like, oh my god, you're amazing. You're wonderful. What an amazing dancer. Such an inspiration. Inspiration for what, exactly? That the person had the balls to do it? Are they good? Or what? And like I said, guys, this isn't Michael Jackson quality standard dancing here. This is just somebody frailing their fucking arms and and legs to the left once, and then to the right once. And then you get these guys, oh my god, the guys that come on, no tops on, and there's about 5 of them in there. And, you know, they've got good bodies, I'll give that to them. But they know they got good bodies, and then they're just showing off their muscles. That's all they're doing. They're not even dancing, they're just turning around in a 360 and then moving on. And even on that note, I'm going to move on. Let's move on to the next one. What are we going to... see, I'm even losing track here, guys. Okay, yeah, twerking. There was a guy who actually emailed me last week, and he was saying, hey Peter, can you please ask your lady followers? I'm not sure, not many of you have done it, but there's girls out there that are doing it out there. Can you please ask them, what is the fascination? Do women think that twerking is a turn on to men? I don't know any guy that's actually likes it, or likes a girl for doing it. They're all the girls are copying each other. What is the point? Please ask the ladies. Now, I actually said at the end, and I got slated for this. I went, actually, I gotta agree with this guy, right? Like, I get him, and I'm gonna be honest. Here's some of the comments, right? This one guy goes, "What's twerking?" Well, hey, you know what, buddy? Don't worry about it. You don't need to know, and I hope you never ever see it. It's just another lady here. This was a breath of fresh air. Really agree, but think it's only fun on social media. And oh, Jesus, no, sorry, wrong comment. She says, really agree, but think it's only for fun on social media. No? Question mark? Yeah, well, I think she obviously likes it, watching it, or she likes doing it herself. A guy comes on, just block that content. I agree, sir. Another woman, bold of him to assume women care what men think. Let's go through that again. Bold of him. Now, I don't know if she's actually on about me or the other guy. Maybe both, but let's just go with it. Bold of him to assume women care what men think. Okay. Right, so she's thinking that the guy's thinking it's all about him. So every girl on the planet is going out to twerk, and they're trying to impress this lad here, or all of us. Right, okay. So she's thinking he's self-obsessed, self-centered, egotistical, whatever you want to call it. Right, so if it's not about him, who is it for? Is it to impress other girls? Or, like, is it genuinely, is it really nothing to do with impressing guys? I find that really hard to believe, honest to God, guys. Like, maybe I'm wrong, okay? Because I can't speak for women here, of course. I cannot. But you see a half-naked girl, right? And you gotta admit, there's a lot of people on these social media platforms, they're half-naked, their tits are hanging out, and they are grinding up against the camera, and they're twerking and then back again, and then twerking again, back again, twerking and back again. It's really hard to think that it's not about trying to impress men. Or if the girl's a lesbian, maybe she's trying to impress women, right? Okay, understand that? Like, okay, let's go for magic door number 3. Is it the reason of you want to rub it in other girls' faces? Like, is that what this is? Like, hey girls, you know what? Well, you think you're good at twerking? Well, I'm going to do it better than you. Is that what that is? Like, I don't understand why women would want to do that. Like, be half naked, grinding up against the phone. I really don't understand why you'd want to be in competition with another girl to get one over on them. But, hey, let's keep going on these comments. A few more. We'll just call out a few more. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Please allow women to do as they wish without instruction. And then somebody replied to that, exactly, who cares and who does he think he is speaking for all men? Well, actually, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know any man that I've ever met in my life that actually likes twerking. They all of them go, ugh, right? Eyes up to heaven. Now, if they do that around us men, And maybe you're right, okay? Maybe I shouldn't be speaking for all men. You know what? I'll give you that. And maybe some of these guys are full of shit, like, oh, look at this girl. But then they're secretly liking and following these girls that do twerk on social media. Well, then he's full of shit, right? So look, like I said, I'll give you that one. So, but you know what happens? If that is the case, these guys just want to have sex with you. That's all that is. They just want to have sex. And I believe you me, ladies, they don't have any respect for you. Not 1 ounce of self-respect for you. They just want to have sex with you. And that's it. That's the truth. And back to the most important point of what this person says. Please allow women to do as they wish without instruction. Well, I'm not trying to control anybody here. Where did this come from? I can kind of see where she's jumping to it, but it doesn't make sense why you're jumping to it either. I never said you should stop doing it. Never said that. There's no control here. And you know what? The person that probably said this probably does tweaking on fucking line anyway. Now let's have another look at another comment. Okay, I gotta hand it to this lady here. She's actually trying to explain it to me, which I respect that at least. She's not coming out with complete abuse. She's actually trying to give me some feedback, and thank you. I won't call her out her name now, but if she is listening and she knows, thank you. She says, it's kind of like duck lips, false eyelashes, and fake nails. We're not doing it for the men. We are doing it for ourselves, 100. Alright, well, it's not the greatest of feedback, but at least she's trying to give me some here. You know, she's not attacking me straight off the bat. So it's kind of like duck lips, false eyelashes, and fake nails. Like, I understand women with fake eyelashes and the fake nails. You know, 100%, I'm not lying here. I'm being very upfront and honest about that. And women get their hair done, right? Or they have the short dress. I get it. You want to look sexy. And I get the false eyelashes. I get the fake nails. And then duck lips. Okay, but you know what? Let's get on to that one in a few minutes. Yeah, okay. One woman though, oh, thank God. As a woman, I do agree with this guy. That's all I'll say on the matter. Then a few people did actually did like that, which was kind of cool. And then one girl says, in the same one for the twerking, right? Let me just go back to it here. I came out of it now. 1 second, guys. She's basically saying that why do men assume... Hang on, let me just bring this up. Hey, Peter, can you please ask... Can you please ask your male followers, why do you all think that everything a woman does is to make men happy, attracted? Really? I get there's selfish men out there. I get that there's a lot of guys think the world literally revolves around them. But I do know, even with those selfish guys, there's still things that women do that they don't think it revolves around them. So it's not everything in the world. Yeah, that was a bit of a weird one, I thought, to be honest. Okay, moving on fast to duck lips. Yeah, this could be a short podcast, I think, today, guys. Good Lord. Okay, so let me just I'm bringing up my social media video I put last week. So I said some women do duckface for themselves. Some women do duckface for themselves, not for men. Interesting comment, and that's what we just called out. So I'll say it again. It's kind of like duck lips, false eyelashes, and nails. We're not doing it for the men. We're doing it for ourselves. Right. This is kind of like the twerking thing, right? Is this a competition? Or is it good for your skin? Is it good to tense up your skin so it makes you look younger? Or is there some hidden gene that unlocks when you do duck lips and it makes you feel healthier? Is it actual competition with ladies? Again, this is like the twerking here, guys. I don't know any man on the planet. In fact, men get more pissed off with the duck lips than twerking. Like, go back 10, 15 years ago. If this was really, really important to people, right? Bear with me here. If this really, truly was important to women, why aren't women doing it 20 years ago? You know what I mean? Like, brushing our teeth is important. We've known this for centuries. Washing our bodies to stay clean is important. So like, these things were figured out very, very early on in our days, right? And because they're important, they've all stuck with us, and well, we should all fucking do it, right? So why aren't women doing this years ago then? Do you know where I'm coming from here on this one? Why aren't women doing this years ago? It's bizarre, but all of a sudden, women start doing it, and then all of a sudden, well, other women are doing it. It's just not an important thing. Well, I can't see it anyway. Alright, well, this is a good one. This is a fucking beaut, this comment. So, and I do, by the way, actually appreciate the feedback on this one. So this lady says, alright, we do it to look cute. Bullshit. It's not cute. And you're not doing it to look cute. Let me keep going. We do it to look cute, not in a sexual way for men. Bullshit. But in our way for our friends and future selves to look back on with a positive and light-hearted feeling. Let's just rewind a small bit here. Okay, so cute? No, you're full of shit. Not in a sexual way? Really? Maybe it's a bonus that you get to do it for a sexual way for men. Maybe. Like, surely you think that there's gonna be some men, creepy guys, they're gonna follow you for the tweaking. Right, I'm back to tweaking here, guys, because I forgot about this one comment. But you know what? It's all the fucking same. So, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be kicked off social media for all this. My God. All right. Okay. Moving on. Come on, Peter. Let's go. So she says, all right, we do it to look cute, not in a sexual way for men. Here we go. But in a way for our friends and future selves to look back on with a positive and light-hearted feeling. With a positive and light-hearted feeling. Well, do you think your friends are going to look back on twerking and duckface when you're older and go, wow, hey, Jane. By the way, that's not her name, all right? I'm just making some example name here. By the way, Jane, I used to love when you used to do that duck lips and twerking and admire her so much. When her friend has got 4 kids, she's grown up, married, but she's going to look back when you're a kid and look at the twerking and duck lips. That's what she's going to remember. And you know what? Maybe even bring to her grave. And maybe be an inspiration to women out there that, where did this all go? These were the glory days. Is that what this is going to be? And then you're going to bring back duck lips and twerking? Jesus. I don't think your friends give a fuck. In fact, maybe, just maybe, if you're on social media twerking or duck lips, and let's say you've got some friends following you or liking your stuff, question this. This is a question you should ask yourself. Do your friends that like or follow your stuff, do they do duck lips or twerking? Because I would say the people that don't do the twerking and duck lips, even though they're following you, something tells me they're actually secretly laughing behind your back, and they're so fascinated to see what you're going to do next that they're liking and following you. And in fact, they're being assholes, really, because they're encouraging you with the likes and following you, right? And comments, oh, you look gorgeous, because they want you to look like a fucking fool. I can tell you that for a fact. Oh, and okay, and look back with a positive and lighthearted feeling. Really? Positive? Like, I could understand if you were volunteering at a soup kitchen or volunteering in a hospital helping kids with cancer, right? I'd understand that. That would be a positive and lighthearted feeling that not a lighthearted feeling, but it would be a very positive feeling that you look back in your life and fuck it, you'd feel proud of what you were doing back in the day. If you were helping out kids, or volunteering at a soup kitchen, feeding the homeless, protecting the homeless, trying to do your best, doing volunteer work at the weekend, but even though you work 5 days a week. Maybe that's something we should feel positive about, right? Okay, so she keeps going. It's like a peace sign and really is just a thing we do for fun. Peace? What? As in, like, could we have stopped World War II? Like, if we showed Adolf Hitler the twerking and duck face, and, you know, if he wasn't sure what it was, if we told him that it was a peace sign, do you think he would have stopped invading? Would he have stopped everything right there and then? Or hey, what about Putin invading the Ukraine? Should we have showed him this? Fuck, maybe we should get some more of this footage though, if that's the case. Something tells me I don't think they look at it as a peace sign. The military boys. I don't see that. No, I don't see it. Or what about Vietnam? Should they have had that in Vietnam? You know? A peace sign. And even if it isn't about war, well, what are you talking about, peace sign? Like, what, is there huge riots every single day? But hey, no, I'm gonna calm down these riots. I'm gonna do my twerk and duck face. Seriously. And it's a thing you do for fun. Right, I'll give you that little bit. It's a fun thing for you to do. But do you realize that most people are absolutely laughing at you? Even girls. I know girls myself that laugh at girls who do this shit. And they'll be so fake to you, they'll pretend how wonderful and gorgeous you are. But you're just entertaining them. And I do honestly think it's wrong for those girls to do that. That's a horrible, sneaky thing to do. Because they're encouraging you to make more of a fool out of yourself. Alright, by the way, we're not finished with this comment. So here we go, continuing on. It's kind of the comic relief, our picture poses that we do to poke fun at ourselves. Yep, well, you're definitely poking fun at yourselves, that's for sure. However, I do know women who do this as a serious thing, and they're completely delusional. Hope this helps. You know, I gotta admit, I actually do respect this lady for actually putting this comment in. I really fucking do. I think you're actually delusional. I'm sorry, honey. I think you're a bit fucking delusional on this one. But I actually, honestly, really, really do appreciate the comments. Like, guys, I'm not trying to spit on the shit on everybody here. I'm not trying to have a go at people here. I'm actually trying to, believe it or not, you might think I'm full of shit. I'm actually trying to fucking help. Because there is a lot of people laughing at you. The men who see you do this twerking and duck face, they still might want to sleep with you and say, oh, you look gorgeous, honey, you're this, you're that, blah, 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 for whichever one it is twerking or duck face. But really, they just secretly want to fuck you, and they have no respect for you. Now, that's a man's point of view. Now, hey, you know what? If you want to go do it, do it. Go ahead. Fuck it, why not? Knock yourself out. Who gives a shit what men think? But just don't cry to people then if a man treats you like shit. He has sex with you, right? Because he's been telling you how wonderful you are, and then all of a sudden he just ditches you. Because that's what's going to happen. Or you get some real loser who's got no respect for himself. He's going to be a pushover. You'll have no respect for him. You'll both end up bitter and resentful to each other, because why would you respect the guy? You need to have respect for your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife. You know what I mean? It's not going to end well here. It's just not going to end well. Oh, ladies and girls, ladies and gents, I hope I'm, probably depressing the shit out of you here. Because you're going to be like angry villagers coming after me now, maybe after this one. But guys, I do mean well, alright? And you know, I'm sorry, but listen, you know, there's a lot of people that are full of shit here. And you try and say that, oh, it's for good reasons, like, sorry, but peace sign? Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Ladies and gents, that's enough for today. I'll be back again soon. Ta-ra!